Pop 28.5 News. I'm Clay Sneed.
And I'm Eric Collins. Thank you for joining us today. Valentine's Day is coming up next week, and we wanted to find out what Pop students think about this special day.
I think that Valentine's Day is all about love and being kind to your family. It's very special, and you get to celebrate it with your family, and it's all about love. About love and giving thanks to people.
Hey Eric, have you ever heard of Galentine's?
Not before this newscast. I learned it's something girls like to do to celebrate together.
Yes, it'd be very fun because all the girls would get together and they wouldn't be guys.
Who would you want to do a Galentine's with?
My classmates, for sure. I would think the whole middle school would be fun to do it with.
Clay, I think guys need something like this.
Yes, we should call it Galentine's.
Yeah, I think that'd be much better than actual Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I think Galentine's would be a great idea, especially if there's the girl counterpart, and I personally think it'd be more fun than a normal Valentine's Day. Just normal guy things, like chill with my friends, play sports, and just goof around.
I think we started a new trend.
Yes, I agree. And our middle schoolers will celebrate Valentine's Day at the Pop Dance. Our school has invited middle school students from other John Carroll feeder schools. It will be here at Pop this Friday, February 7th.
Our school's robotics team, RoboPop, joined forces with another Catholic school last weekend to compete at Oak Mountain Middle School. The task was to build a robot that shot the ball into a goal and passed the ball to another robot. This game was called Rapid Relay.
I can't believe we finally made it to January.
Yes, that was one long month, but it was a fun month with several snow days, and it was one of the biggest feelings to ever hear your parents say, "No school, you get a free day off of school." But it's not as enjoyable to hear for teachers who work hard planning our school days. We spoke to Ms. Brown, and while she says she definitely enjoys a good snow day, and the first day off of school means a little bit more planning.
It means we get to sleep in for the day and snuggle with our dogs and make soup. And it also means we have to redo all of our lesson plans so that you guys can learn everything you're supposed to learn.
I'm also happy to report that second grade's gardens survived the brittle cold last week. Students harvested their crops of cabbage and made egg rolls.
Having a Catholic education is such a gift, and we celebrate that gift last week with Catholic Schools Week. Every year, Catholic schools across the nation take time to honor schools for providing a great education and for sharing the Catholic faith.
A wonderful edition of Catholic Schools Week this year was some one-on-one time with people in our community who have chosen a religious life. This means they have dedicated their vocation to God like priests and nuns. Father Ray Dunmeyer talked to 4th grade and several other classes about how we called to be a priest.
We kicked off the week with special Mass on Sunday, January 26th.
Yes, I love the fact that we celebrate everything. We celebrate our religious, we celebrate our teachers, we celebrate our students, our community, and all those people out there that help us each and every day make everything so special in our school. Whether it's our nurses or our SRO, it is a huge community that makes Prince of Peace what it is.
And Pop 6th graders joined all the other 6th graders across the diocese for a special Catholic Schools Week Mass at St. Paul's Cathedral with the bishop. Some of our students even helped with the Mass.
Now let's turn to sports.
Spring sports for John Carroll Middle School starts with soccer in their first game February 13th. And baseball is in full swing. They have their first game February 15th at McAvoy. And track and field is starting the season with a bit of a hiccup. John Carroll is building a brand new track and football field. But in the meantime, track has been torn up. Practice location is yet to be determined. And Pop Toy Bowl is going great with basketball and cheer in the gym mostly every Saturday. And we have a few Super Bowl predictions from our Pop 28.5 News team. We predict that there will be 10 flags in the first half on the Eagles, and the Chiefs will win by 7 points. I'm Kevin Casey with your Pop Sports. Back to you guys in the studio.
Pop's kindergarten hall looked a lot different a few weeks ago as teachers and students dressed up like older people to celebrate our school's 100th day.
Progress reports go out this week, and we get a day off from school coming up on Tuesday, February 18th.
And 6th graders are heading to Space Camp for an overnight field trip at the end of the month.
Oh, and finally, the middle school will look a lot different next year, and with the new uniform skirts for the girls.
Our old uniform about 7 or 8 years ago changed plaids as well. We had a plaid color that Dennis LaRoe's uniform purchased for us, and they had to tweak it just a little bit. The problem is that plaid was extremely difficult to find. They were not able to recreate it without it being so costly that it was cost prohibitive for our parents. So what we did was we brought a team in. So we had several teachers, we had parents, administrators, and church members. They came in, we gave them about 5 or 6 options, and this is what they chose right here. And it's a wonderful skirt. It is, in my opinion, a little bit more mature than the previous skirt for our middle school girls. It is a touch longer than our other skirts because we do have so many issues with girls rolling their skirts. And it will actually have just a tiny monogram on the bottom of it right here. It'll say POP, so we know that that is the school that you belong to.
Reviews are mixed among the girls.
I think they're pretty, but I'm going to miss the old ones.
How would you have designed it?
I would have made them shorter and maybe changed the plaid because right now you can't really see it, and I like this plaid a lot.
Change the color and like the overall way that it's like designed.
That's all for this edition of Pop 28.5.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
See you next time, Eric.
We're signing off.